Hello everyone and welcome to our continued Let's Play of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney.
Technically it's Edgeworth, because Phoenix Wright got fired.
He did get fired, but it's fine.
I got fired today.
I got fired today, yes, okay.
Is this correct? I don't know what I'm asking, but yes. Yes.
It's fine, you don't need to know what you're asking, it's great.
I'm trying my hardest to forget about that though. Oh, we actually read already that part, because we did 8 minutes in the YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to record those events one more time.
One last time. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember this trial concerns the murder of Detective Goodman.
He was a wizard.
Yes.
A heavy wizard.
Indeed. It is an incident that was resolved 2 years ago really all that relevant?
I like how because it resolved even though it was already stated that the evidence was made up.
Yeah, I know, seriously. You know that case that was resolved even though the entire case was bullshit?
Probably because he was part of that case.
Yeah.
Yes, it is most certainly is. Hmm?
Well, okay then.
Okay then.
He sure gave in fast.
When you look at Edgeworth, you always give in first.
Yep.
No.
I imagine that's what all the ladies say.
Please testify. Please testify about what happened 2 years ago.
That's probably why she's looking down. She's like,
Doesn't want to look him in the eyes.
I can't stare directly at the Edgeworth.
Kind of feel Phoenix Wright would feel kind of sad.
Yeah, it's true. The trip to yesteryear has finally begun.
And I will still question yesteryear.
It's bound to lead to the truth behind this trial. Man, I love those close-ups. It's so rad.
Yes. He blinks.
Yes, and he blinks because, yeah. 2 years ago.
I was waiting in my sister's office that day. A man came running in and took me hostage. Nia Marshall rescued me. But I never forget that what I saw that instant. The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest.
You stabbed him in the back chest.
Oh yes, I mentioned it last time, this time I didn't.
Yeah, that's fine. It's a good thing you weren't harmed.
That statement is still dumb. It's good thing you did. It's good that you didn't get shot today.
Yep. I'm pretty glad you're not dead, I guess.
I passed out. I don't remember much.
That's understandable. However, please tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, what does this testimony have to do with Detective Goodman's murder?
That may soon become apparent, Your Honor.
You've got to admire him for his courage, considering he has no evidence. And like you mentioned last time, we always go with no evidence.
I know, yeah. Also, what I wanted to mention is, I like how he's like, oh, that guy has a lot of courage, but he's actually not going to do anything. His courage is completely based on us finding the evidence.
Yeah, I know, seriously.
Which also, I want to mention that if we ever call up another, if we ever have another case, that just the opposition has to figure this one out for us.
Yeah, I would love if, like, freaking that was the case. If Edgeworth was like, hey, fine, I'll figure that out. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination.
Because, like, right now, it's like, you do the cross-examination.
Yeah.
Even though he called up the witness.
Yeah, I know, seriously. It's like, can't you do it, Edgeworth? Edgy boy?
Edgy boy. Imagine if, like, Phoenix Wright started calling him Edgy boy.
Edgeworth would be pretty pissed.
Be funny.
Yeah, it'd be funny, though. Let's see. Hold it! Sorry, what were you saying?
I said presser, which you just did.
Oh, yeah. 2 years ago, the defendant was a detective at the police department, correct?
Yes, she was second in command under Chief Detective Gant. My sister, she was the best detective ever.
Yes, I remember. She was indeed literally the best detective ever.
Yeah, she did. The way that he is, yes, I remember. It's quite a broad statement to make.
Yeah, I know. I measured her on a scale of how good she was, and she was literally the best.
Good to know. Yeah, that is written down in court history.
Yep. Chief Detective Gaunt and Miss Sky used to be quite a pair.
They used to be me?
Indeed. They used to combine to make the pair.
Impressive. I believe they shared the same office.
That's right.
That's right.
Oh, sorry.
I always sit at my sister's desk. I appreciate that you want to be 16-year-old young girl, but no, you're not. That's my job.
Apparently that's, yes. Well, a good job on being a 16-year-old girl, Sapere. I'm sure it was your greatest dream.
Yes. And dream about playing that organ.
Apparently Emma's greatest dream is playing the organ.
And I would love to, I want to touch that if I was ever in that room.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I can't actually, like, the way you said that all of a sudden funny, but I can't, like, say you're wrong, because I feel the same way. If I was in that room, I'd be like, oh, I just have to. I want to play this organ.
Yeah. I wanted to play it that day, too. The police department and the prosecutor's office held a ceremony that day. Lana promised to take me to dinner after she finished her work. But then that guy came in and he ruined my plans for dinner. That's why I hate him.
Yep. It was the worst possible thing.
Yes.
Hold it!
She's secretly rarity.
A man.
You know, we're saying it walks on 2 legs.
You sure it wasn't like a tentacle monster or something?
It happens a lot in Japan, we never know.
Yeah.
Yes, Joe Dog. I still know how to pronounce that, I just call it dog, but with that E, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't guarantee that's right either, but I think Joe Dark sounds the most awesome anyways. Just, that's why.
He was a serial killer. Joe Dog was brought in for questioning on the day of the ceremony. Normally, if you called Mr. Dog, like, how can you not become a serial killer?
That's a fair point. That'd be like if your name was Mr. Stab.
Mr. Stab, he likes stab. We were desperate to get anything on him that would lead to an arrest.
Admittedly, I guess, like, Edgeworth isn't a killer. And,
But Edgeworth is not quite as much as Mr. Dog was.
That's true. Edgeworth, like, you know, yeah.
And he was slightly evil for a bit.
Yeah, that's true too. When he saw his chance, he fled the room, right?
Was Von Karma named Von Karma because he, like, ended up getting fucked over with bad karma because he did bad things?
It's very possible. I just always assumed it was called Von Karma because it sounded awesome. And maybe it was very German.
I don't believe Karma is a very German name. But,
well, no, Karma isn't, but the Von bit and Karma. Yeah, okay, so it's probably the Karma bit of his name, you're right. I never really thought too much about it. I was just always like, Von Karma sounds awesome.
He looked awesome. Anyway, upon fleeing the room, Dark proceeded to take the elevator. He must have been in a panic because the elevator was going up. Wait, did you press the button on the elevator, right? Did you accidentally press the button up?
Huh?
He said he was going in a panic and the elevator was going up.
Yeah.
But how does that work?
When
you know, like, unless, like, normally when you go in an elevator, you press the button to the floor you want to go, unless the
Right.
elevator is already going somewhere.
Right.
Like, he would have had to go into an elevator that was being called upwards.
Yeah. He would have.
Which I don't know. Would the elevator open in that case?
I'd assume so. I don't really know. I've never had that happen where I've been on an elevator that's going up, like when I'm trying to go somewhere else. But I haven't really ridden an elevator for a while. Like, not a big one anyways.
Yeah. Anyway, then he ran into this guy in Gant's office. There was a lot of noise coming from outside, so I opened up the door to have a look. That's when I saw him.
The one who must not be named. Oh. Okay.
Near Marshall.
Yep. Hold it! What was the prosecutor doing there?
That day, there were two people present during Doug's questioning. Detective Damon Gant and the prosecutor Neil Marshall.
God. Oh, sorry.
Jan was there too.
God was there too?
Neil Marshall had just received the King of Prosecutors award. So if the other two were like the really awesome team, why exactly did he win the award?
I don't know. Because she's Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, no, wait, King of Prosecutors? So Neil Marshall was not a detective, he was a prosecutor?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah, because they did say he was a prosecutor who ended up dying, and that's why the other guy took over.
Right.
Yeah. Young and dedicated, he went straight to the questioning room after the ceremony.
But anyways, the King of Prosecutors, yeah, makes me think of the King Games title. I don't know why.
Well, the other thing I want to mention is, the chief of police, or whatever like Gant was at that time, was questioning together with the prosecutor.
You know,
they work way too much hand in hand.
Yeah, that is weird that the prosecutor would be, like, questioning people with the detective.
It's just how the law system works.
Yep. Let's see, did you already read this line?
Yes.
I assume that would also be why he was the first to run after dark.
When Doug grabbed me, I thought I was as good as dead.
And that's when Prosecutor Marshall came running in?
So he wasn't even a detective, he was a prosecutor who decided to jump in like a man.
Yeah, I know. Here's like, I'ma save you.
I don't clearly remember what happened then. But...
Hold it! Can you tell us about that?
Mr. Marshall jumped on Doug. Just then, the lights went out.
The lights?
It was just about this time of year. There was a terrible storm going on and the lightning struck nearby.
So the electricity went out.
How convenient.
Yeah, I know. Seriously. Wait a minute. If it was pitch dark in that room, you shouldn't have been able to see anything, right?
She had night vision goggles, obviously.
Indeed.
Right, but just then the lightning flashed again outside. That sudden flash left an unforgettable image of the scene in my mind.
I see.
I told the detectives about what I saw then.
The detective? The detective?
Yes, Detective Goodman. He was in charge of the case.
Detective Bruce Goodman, the victim.
Stop! I don't want to hear more.
I don't want to hear more of your whore-ass statement. Get out of this courtroom.
I know that I lose the case if I stop, but just go away. I hate you.
I love it. So you spoke with Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago?
Yes, that's what's so scary about this trial. And you told Detective Goodman about what you saw?
Yes.
Yes, but...
Oh. Why
See? Stop being a 16-year-old girl, bitch!
I'm sorry. Oh.
at the time, the watch just wouldn't come out. That's why I drew a picture.
A picture? Yes, I think she mentioned that before. Well, Mr. Wright, have you heard enough? Obviously not. You know, there's literally no reason to not do this.
Have you had enough? Yes, I want to go home.
I want to go home, take a nap, maybe, you know, watch some Steel Samurai.
It's been discontinued years ago, but I want all of it recorded.
Yep. The picture this picture the witness drew, I believe it has a very important meaning.
As in, it might be a picture. Objection! But the list of evidence I was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture. Boom, boom, boom.
Witness, would you mind if we added this statement to your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor. I would totally mind.
I'd be so pissed. I'd like start crying.
But I wouldn't care.
Hold it! You drew a picture of the scene you witnessed, right?
Yes, I wanted to do everything I could to help the investigation. I can still see it now, whenever I close my eyes. That's strange. I took over the case after prosecutor Neil Marshall died. Yet I never received any picture. Perhaps the witness is mistaken. Yeah, tell the witness that she never drew the picture.
Indeed.
Even though we already know that evidence was forged. Why exactly would you do that?
I don't know.
In fact, he called her up to prove that the evidence was forged, right?
Yeah, he did. I don't know why Edgeworth is like freaking being a dick. I don't know.
But I did draw it, I swear. I'm not just imagining him. Just like the giant pink bear was here. He's real too.
Oh, that pink pony that jumped out of the TV? Yep.
She is real and she has a knife.
Oh my god. she was really the killer.
Freaky pie. She needed cupcakes.
This picture that Emma drew. That reminds me. I guess I should check the evidence again.
It reminds me that maybe I should check the evidence. But anyway, let's continue. This scene that imprinted an image in your mind. Can you please describe it to us? The man.
Okay, so we should check our
The
thing.
list of evidence. You have a list of evidence.
Oh yeah, check. Oh, we never did. Oh,
There's a picture.
it's on the back.
Why Danny would you draw that on the board?
I don't know. Picture is drawn on the back of the evidence list in magic marker. I've got a very bad feeling about this.
I like that, and she's like, can I draw a picture? And the guy's like, yeah, sure. You just take the list of evidence you don't need it.
We don't really need this list of evidence anyways. Just bam, picture of the killing. So yeah, that shows... What does that show?
Yeah. It shows us that she's a really bad artist. Actually, she's a decent artist.
I want to say it shows that he didn't stab the guy in the chest.
She can do that from that angle if the guy like
Yeah.
somersaults backwards.
Yeah, I guess we might be able to, but we'll see. For now, let's do the thing. Let's,
Press it.
yeah, press it, and then we'll probably... Hold it! That must have been a real shock.
Why is that? I don't know, but it's just the way that he said it, not the way it was written, but it sounded like it was like a pun or something.
I know! That situation must have been really shocking.
What, because there was lightning? Even now, when I close my eyes, I can still see it just as clearly. Tell us, What were you doing in that moment? I believe you testified that Joe Dark was holding you hostage. When lightning struck and the lights went out, Mr. Marshall jumped on Drake. I was thrown aside and the two began wrestling each other. I'm pretty sure I was watching them.
Emma doesn't have any reason to lie, but Lana sure does. I need to get Emma to tell me as much about this as I can.
Tell me everything I know.
Yeah.
Show the picture at least.
Yeah.
Did that last one?
This one?
No, one back. But it has been lost.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Objection! Mr. Edgeworth. This little girl put all her heart into drawing that picture. And yet you still insist on denying its existence?
What exactly are you implying? Hey, I'm not the bad guy. I might look like him, but whatever. All I'm saying is that as a prosecutor of this case, I wasn't handed such a picture.
That may well be, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Behold! This is the evidence list for the SL9 incident. Please turn it over, Your Honor. Turn it over? Turn it... Ah! I had to think, but I was like, turn it over.
Maybe he's like upside down or something.
Yeah, probably. Ah! What's this?
The sideways stabbing. Oh, good. Yes. What is that?
That'd be quite the thing. The sideways stabbing.
You got stabbed in a sideways elevator. Hey, that's it. That's a picture I drew. She seems like insanely happy about that.
I know she does. This is way too hyped.
God damn it. Do you need to pause?
Yeah, I can pause. And we are back, peoples. Indeed, two men appear to be wrestling here.
Objection. What's the meaning of this? He says that a lot.
Yeah,
What are you doing with that list?
What is the meaning of this? Blasphemy. Me?
Only the prosecutor in charge should have access to that list.
Huh? These lists, they're different from each other.
What?
It would appear, Mr. Edgeworth, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago was incomplete. These two lists fit together to form one.
They combine to form a better list.
With our powers combined, we form a complete list.
Evidence.
Yes. You can see the marks here where they were torn apart for each other.
I'm sure that Phoenix Wright did that.
Indeed. So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, it's quite obvious what happened 2 years ago.
In time and store your list.
Yes. Only half of the evidence in that case ever reached you.
What? What?
Order! Who would have thought that the picture would have been drawn on the back of the list?
Was more than half of the list.
Yeah.
That was handed to Detective Goodman in the questioning room.
Wait a minute. If this list was torn in half, then that means... Your Honor! Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Your eyes are bulging for your head.
That sounds terrifying.
That sounds pretty terrifying.
If he does that every time he has a revelation, I'm pretty terrified.
I know. Right?
Like imagining it's one of those squeezy things that you squeeze and the eyes like pop out.
I'm imagining freaking Roger Rabbit. You probably haven't seen that movie.
Nope.
Okay. There's it's a great movie. The villain is freaking terrifying.
Yes,
though.
actually I've seen that, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. For villains, for a kids movie or a somewhat whatever. For the villain's pretty creepy, I guess. Yeah. It's freaking. Actually, yeah, I'd say he was, considering. If the evidence list was torn in half, then there might be more of the drawing on the back of Mr. Edgeworth's list.
Are you serious, Edgy? You never looked at the back of the list in all your life? In like 2 years.
Yeah, I know,
Because
seriously.
I was pretty sure that they would have like done it in a way where they do the thing after they put everything in half, so he wouldn't find the other half.
Right. That's what I assumed. Yes, that's quite conceivable, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's possible. Let's see. In fact, no, it isn't if he holds it up.
Yeah, I know, seriously. It's not very hard to miss a freaking drawing. All he'd have to do would, like, turn it over once, or shuffle it
Or just
around
put
and
it
drop
up
it.
once or something.
Yeah. His face. Is
Can explode.
Is something wrong? Do you even have to ask?
No. Sorry, Your Honor. There's something drawn on the back of my list.
You don't also think anyone else would be able to see, like...
That's what I said, that's what I meant. When whoever holds it up, you should have been able to see
Oh,
that.
yeah, seriously.
This is... the thing.
Oh my god, the blue badger!
Oh my god! It looked like a club set to me, but okay.
It's probably the blue badger. I don't know. That's thing! That thing that was dancing the evidence room!
Really? It's a... what? How does that even look like it?
It looks like
Looks like its head.
Yeah, it looks exactly like its stupid head.
Okay, yes, but besides that, like I said, it looks like a clown's head.
Yeah, it could have. You're right. Apparently, the head of criminal...
Apparently now you want to be a 32 good guy.
Oops. Sorry.
Apparently the head of Chief Criminal Affairs used this for his blueprint.
I guess he was out of scrap paper. Wow. The evidence list has been updated. Very well. Witness, will you please testify about this picture you drew 2 years ago?
Huh? Oh, yeah, yes, Your Honor.
What's wrong with Emma? She seemed to be thinking about something when she saw the picture. Indeed she did. So what do you say we go ahead and end the part here?
Sure, that works.
Yes. Thank you all for watching, and see you all next time.
Take care.
And
Don't
beware
be a
blue
blue badger.
badgers.